because they end up being right. Now, you don't blame someone just because they're right, do you? I know I don't. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it? Huh? Listen, I'm gonna tell you as I tell the world. Chavez Jr. will never be an exceptional fighter. This whole thing is about trying to get a build-up fight for him so they can make money off of him in the process of him going away. They realize there's limited amounts of what they could use him for. The only good he's for is for his name, and without that name, he's nothing. He's a basic fighter. He doesn't have the discipline. We all know it. Everybody who watches boxing know that every time there's a weigh-in, it's like you gotta hold your breath and wait for the foolery to happen. And people are tired of it. People are tired of it. They're exhausted with dealing with Chavez Jr. It's just like, why? You know what the situation's gonna be when you go into it. You know, it's like, it's almost disheartening because it's like, man, dude, if you just focus, you could have a heck of a career. But he can't be his pops. Right. I mean, right. I ain't even going into the cuts and all. Look. Right. I'm not gonna even go into that. It doesn't even matter. The public sees him for what he is. They see him as a facade. They say, you know, here's a kid that didn't grow up like Chavez. You know, this kid grew up rich his whole life. He's been pampered, spoiled his entire life. He temper tantrums. Dad is never around, but he got money to do whatever the hell he wants to do. Those kids come into boxing, they normally don't last. They normally don't last in the sport. Some people have that DNA where they just pure fighters. They're just pure fighters. It's hard to explain it, but it is. Some people, it's like you don't have to tell them much. It's just like when you was coaching AAU tournaments in basketball. Some kids, you know, you don't even have to teach some of the drills to. They know them. They know them. It's just second nature to them. Some kids, though, they just don't get it. You got to work with them. Like time and time again.